Hello everyone, welcome back to another tournament stream today with the second day of the top 8 tournament in the round robin stage. So every team is playing against every other team at this point before we are getting to the double elimination. Just keep in mind 4 of these teams only will make it to the main tournament. That is the only way to get their hands onto the big prize pool of $45,000. And today we are going to follow BPS. We've already seen them play once yesterday. Let me check out which kind of games we are seeing or which opponents they are going to have today. The final tournament games will be starting in about 6 minutes. I'm still having a bit of time ahead of that to quickly see what is going on. Also, I can quickly show you. So this is the current stage of the points. We've only had 2 games yesterday. BLove, Aqua, PC Cat all won both of the 2 games that they played. BPS, Demon won 1 game each, and then Serenity as well as SKD won, so far without any points. The top 2 teams usually do get straight into the top 4, and then the double elimination stage will be for the 3rd to 6th team, so that is quite important to remain in there, at least if not to make it to the top 2, to have an easier time in the end. So BPS today is going to face Aqua, nice game, and then after that they are going to play SKD1. So far SKD1 was not having a good time yet in the qualification, though I've seen them already, and they showed a solid performance, so I'm not even doubtful about also SKD1 being able to deliver some great games today. I've not seen the games from yesterday of the other teams actually, so I don't know how they played. I just streamed the games of BLove there. Very, very great games against BPS and also Demon earlier. Was a nice show. I did not expect that much from BLove. Not to say that I thought they were bad, but they were excelling. They were getting to be better than what I've seen last season. It felt like they were doing, they were playing at an even higher level. Well, I will quickly log into the game so that I'm ready for you. And I want to make sure that I'm not losing anything and that I'm not missing anything of the games. Okay. I'm ready.
Holy moly! Fake_Addy became a member.
Nice. Fake Addy. Thank you for the membership. It was actually me woman gifting the membership, so thanks a lot to you. All right, I also just realized that I don't have the stream shared yet. That would be quite important to do, right? So yeah, although it is also shared on the official link, of course, on the platform. But also I want to do so on my Discord server. Okay, and also I hope that that the game is not crashing because I'm currently not having it opened. Good. You know this weird bug when you minimize the game and then you try to open it again and suddenly you have to log in again. Very annoying if you're tournament streaming. You risk missing the battles Okay. Now I can show you the room, although the score is still incorrect. We've got BPS led by Kitsune, and also a very strong team with a lot of experience versus CAWXK, led by Zerd, who is currently called Subject Zerd Prime. Also a lot of familiar names over there. Daniel is new to CAWXK. He has played together with Zerd and DF earlier already in a different season a couple of years ago. Last season he played with BPS. The team of CAWXK mostly consists of players who have played together for a while already. Same as BPS, which has played as Losi. So both of these teams have their teamwork set up. 26 seconds left to go until we're getting started. Hi to Manda, hi to Nico, hi to Darkman, hi to Ibrahim, Battlesport, Noel, Ancient Ruins, Rachel, and the Wiser Series, everyone. Have a nice evening. Let's get started, enjoy the games. And here we go in just 1 second. Let's go. Somehow the score is in the wrong position again. What the heck just happened there? I was adjusting the position yesterday. Probably that was a mistake. Okay, I hope it is in the right spot. At the same height as the left one. No. Oh, MG. Okay. Games are starting. I should stop caring about the score, the overlay, and let's fly up and see what is happening. Oh, that's a bit high for this map. Lots of F3s for BPS and the team of CAWXK. Also, both teams flying a T100 LT. And then there is an E6 on side of BPS. Meanwhile, a Hori on side of CAWXK. Some bad trades at the start for BPS. 2 tanks losing a shot worth of hit points. BPS is slightly more aggressive, as we can see. And they have moved up to the middle. Wanted to shoot out anyone going for A, but instead of shooting out the opponents, they got shot out. Kitsune spotting carefully in the bush. Meanwhile, oh, look at the blind shot. Look at that blind shot by the Hori. Crazy. That connected. Kitsune is still peeking, taking another shot. Amazing job by the F. CQFE, I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Kitsune, really regretting to peek. Although, still, the Hori is also getting shot. BPS has lost a lot of hit points on their most important tank, but the light tank is still pretty good at escaping. Can escape into safety quite easily. Both teams are relocating towards the top. Kitsune spotting carefully. Finding CAWXK on the other side. Hitting him once, so he's going to remain spotted due to the tracer shields. BPS has a very good cap lead. I did not point it out earlier. 590 cap points already. BPS was a lot faster to move into base A than CAWXK has been at capping the C cap. So CAWXK is to make a move. Hit points are pretty much neck and neck. basically tied. Aqua might go for base A. But they are all getting spotted. Kitsune still in an aggressive position. Crossfire into Daniel. More shots coming in, not everything connecting. But Daniel already down to half the point. Kitsune is down, staying for too long. Getting killed in a crossfire. I don't know, he just misplayed there in my opinion. He should have run away, he had the information. Maybe he was too stuck. I don't think so, though. I thought there was a way of escaping for him. Was already wondering why he didn't do so. But now he's dead. And BPS is in the corner in a 2 versus 3 situation. And a whole Re has great DPM and penetration. Daniel, or Denial, has a clip. Can shoot down the E6. 200. Putting in his shots from the side, but the F3 gets killed first. Also, the E6 is down now. Of course, the F3 is also getting killed very soon. But BPS has counter-pushed the other side. They have a lot of base points. At 900 points, they lose 1 tank. But with the Zerg going down, they are getting a lot closer to the 1k again. They still have base B. Now that they are at 960, they only need 1 single kill to get the win. They will still try to take base C. And a lot of Aqua tanks are very healthy. Aqua has a lot more hit points as well. Aqua picked up a kill in the middle, so with Artyom also going down, I think Aqua is likely to have this. Aqua now at 925 points. If BPS was to get 2 kills again, they might still get the win. They get 1 at 960 points. They are again, but Hypnotizing is going down, and that brings Aqua to the 1k. With Punisher also being low hit points by now. And that means that we see Aqua getting the first point. Good job by them. I think Kitsune really was a bit careless. I mean, the blind shots, of course, they could not be avoided. But after that, I don't know why he did not run away any further. He needed to play safer than that. He had the information already, was just afraid to run away earlier. Probably trying to get unspotted, but he was not spotted. That was a little bit weird to see that he was not running. He did an absolutely amazing performance yesterday. And if Kitsune managed to stay alive in the end, he might have easily moved over to base C and gotten the cap while while Aqua was pushing the C side. And the remaining heavy tanks of BPS were busy killing tanks on B. A light tank is so important to keep alive until the end. But of course also the trickiest tank to keep alive. What's the strongest clan on the European server? Monday is saying. Usually it is APA, which is now PC Cat. APA and also Aqua in the tournament scene, of course, I'm talking about that. They are the strongest outside. Aqua, although they have won recently, but maybe APA is still stronger. They have more highest level players and more highest XP. I mean, they have the better experience in tournaments. So API is ahead at this point. They have won many seasons already. But every team that is top 4 worthy has a couple of players who have won some seasons already. That means also not only BPS and Aqua and APA, but also BGLAV. And that might be it already. I'm missing one clan. Let's focus on this game. Double E50M stretch by Aqua. Getting the A cap quickly. They have lost a little bit of hit points on the Super Conqueror. BPS is going for a push forwards. When they are not pushing into anything, they are going to extend quite a lot. God is taking hits already. So it's hypnotizing. BPS is moving forwards into the open with a lot of tanks. They want to isolate F, but it is really, really costly for them. I don't think this is a good move in this case. Aqua was absolutely preferred, and also Aqua is now coming around the corner, shooting the Type 5s. And they are behind the heavy tanks already. And BPS has not made any significant progress as they are losing the first tank. Only Zert got shot down, but he is hard to get in the back there. The other tanks of BPS are not really able to push in yet. Now F is getting focus. Losing a lot of hit points as well. Down to one shot. Can get picked up fairly soon. Also Zert going down. Aqua having a lot more hit points though. 7k to 10k HP. Also BPS down 3 tanks. Meanwhile Aqua only lost 1. Now the 4th tank on BPS side got killed. The E50Ms incredibly dangerous. Easily moving into the back of the opponents and getting the kill of the Batchet. Now bullying that Batchet, who cannot run away there anymore, is getting picked up. And that leaves us with only Artyom, who's also about to get killed by CAWXK. And that was not a good game for BPS, honestly. There was Aqua comfortably sitting in the rear, building up crossfire, and BPS running straight into their guns without having any weak spot to really go for. They just did not make it work at all. They had a double type 5. Basically, this is the most pay to win lineup you could possibly go for at the moment. 5 F3s, double type 5. No, that was actually a T95 E6 as well. And a Batchet. Okay. Not 5 F3s. That would have been overkill probably. That would have been crazy. I hope it's not evolving as a meta lineup to have the F3s plus type 5s. But yeah, map control was all that Aqua needed to go for. They had the mobility advantage. They could easily move in on A, crossfire the opponents, and BPS pushed in, but yeah, nothing they could do there. It seemed to be lost from the start on already. I'm not happy to say that, but they were running into strong positions, into a lot of guns that were directed at them, and they could only shoot once reaching the opponents, while the enemies could shoot them a lot earlier. And even upon reaching the S-Kong to the front, BPS had no chance of simply getting around and killing him because there were so many other tanks behind. BPS was trying to fight the S-Kong hull down, which is incredibly slow. And then they only had Zert to focus fire, who was also covered by his teammates very well, could not get pushed on too easily. Easy game for Aqua. BPS ran out of ideas there. Nico saying dangerous X-Play from TS. Yeah, TS Lucy. She has been there for a couple of seasons, played in the core for 2 seasons, I believe, and then he was on the bench for 2 seasons as well, and then moved on to Aqua this time. Something like that, if I remember correctly. Hi, Legendo. Also, hi, Kerfuffles. Grand Surprise Container. Good evening, everyone. By the way, guys, also keep in mind we will have some giveaways today. More about that after these games are over. Both teams capping the heavy-sided cap with a light tank. Some heavies holding the bridges. Aqua spreading out a lot. Pat now playing the light tank, the second light tank here on BPS. Has spotted in the corner aggressively, spotting the incoming push from Aqua. Will have to escape. And Aqua is going in already, sending Denial and F towards the middle, where Hypnotizing and Postdaphne are isolated. 4 tanks of Aqua surrounding the center. Hypnotizing taking first shot. B is getting stopped again. Postdaphne can fall back a little bit, but cannot really escape. It is about Hypnotizing first. Hypnotizing in focus. Will get killed soon. The hilt is coming for the kill shot. And he does connect. Gets the kill. Denial right behind. Pause. Can put out 2 shots. Surge getting pushed onto. Might go down still. Nope. Second kill for Aqua. As they are about to lose the first one. Also Ghosty on the other side died. Aqua is down the tank as well. Aqua already again having a massive lead in hit points. CAWXK struggling to penetrate Amadeus. But Kitsune comes in. Picks up that kill. Guns almost even. But BPS with a massive HP disadvantage. The question is if there's any chance for BPS still. Artyom on the run. Trying to escape. Actually, he's both. He's fine. Not so much. Our friend on the F3. Who is using reactive armor way too early. As F was still reloading his clip. Big shots into F. Who's going down first. So does CAWXK now. So guns even again. BPS having half the hit points though. Kitsune getting killed. Amadeus trying to move up. This is not looking good for BPS. They have no caps anymore, no hit points. And there comes the AMX M4 that is full life and picks up Artyom. On the other side, we only got Amadeus left against 3 tanks. And gets shot by the T100, and there's nothing that this AMX can do anymore. Aqua just has to push. And it looks like Aqua is constantly playing the safer strategies. Doing the better moves, while BPS is trying something a bit more aggressive than Aqua and is getting punished for that very heavily. BPS was not playing like that or being at such a disadvantage on other games that I've seen. But here they are just getting demolished. This is a top 4 level team that is absolutely getting killed by their opponents. 3-0 for Aqua. Match point to them. They only need 1 more win and they got this. They will have another point. BPS came back for another 2 or 3 games yesterday against B-Love. And maybe they have a chance still. It's definitely nothing impossible. So maybe. Hey Maurice, I build chess lover. Questions about tanks. I will get back to your questions about the meta tanks after the games are over. Please remind me if I forget about it, then I can have some time to talk about it. You seem to have a lot of questions. All right, Faust number 4, or second game on Faust, game number 4. BPS again picking a Type 5, bunch of F3s, F215B for damage output, and an E6. Aqua also picking a lot of F3s again. On top of that, they have T100 and an E50M and a Kranwagen as well. And we can move up. Type 5 getting into the game a little bit late. A tank that has good armor, but mainly it is super hard to penetrate and has a huge alpha gun. BPS stacked up on one side with everything, going for no map control, again losing hit points. Aqua playing safely with map control, and again we see BPS running into the guns of Aqua. They did return fire though. Not that much damage went into Zerd, but 2 shots into him as well. Also Ghosty lost a lot of HP. The push is coming to a halt though. They are not able to push forward. They are not able to cap base D. BPS also getting circled. E50M in the back of the Type 5. 550 damage into that E50. The hills in the 1v1 penetrating the Type with ease though. But there comes Kitsune with the F215B. Puts on just 260 into the E50. And Aqua is pulling over some more tanks, but look at the big shot. E50M is down to 17 hit points, can get killed with an HE now. There he goes, that was too aggressive. Pat still holding on, getting pushed on to buy 2 tanks now. Will try a last shot before going down, puts out 600 damage almost into Zerd. Maybe he can't fall down and survive. BPS is also coming back to counter this push by Zerd and CAWXK. I don't think that Aqua is getting away with this. BPS has a good lead in terms of tanks already. They have killed 2 and they have more hit points as they are going into Denial and F in the back, who are also not having the clips anymore. Denial getting shot, getting killed. F trying to circle around, but also he is not going to last long. On the other side, there is a kill for Aqua, but there are 3 one-shots over here, and the E6 has massive DPM and mobility. 200 went down, and there goes the F3, and we are only left with 1 tank who is also getting killed. That is BPS winning one. BPS winning the first battle against Aqua. Despite a weird starting point, they made it. For once. Aqua getting overconfident, I feel like, as they pushed towards the Type 5 with the E50M too aggressively. That was a misplay by the hills in this case. His teammates tried to save him, but BPS was very quick at repositioning, killing the opponents in the rear. The Type takes a while to kill. That's the thing. As you were Some people here on the chat are still confused. Why the type? The type is not easy to kill. There's very tricky armor to penetrate, same as a mouse. It's not the best armor ever. If you put it into certain positions like side scraping or hull down, the armor is rather bad. But if it is in the open, then only the mouse comes close in terms of armor. And the type has a much bigger gun, so if some enemy does a mistake, then, you know, taking 700, 800 damage with the tungsten, not tungsten rounds, with a premium AP that has 700 alpha damage, or also, no, 800 alpha damage even, 800 alpha damage on a heavy tank, and then also the HE with massive damage. It can change the outcome of a fight rather quickly. But the damage dealers are the other tanks, of course, not the Type 5. Type 5 is just meant to die. And at that, it is doing better than an AMX M4 would, than a 116 F3 would, or potentially also better than the mouse. The 116 F3s seem to be the tank of choice for this meta, having good armor, not fully reliable armor, but still good armor, having the clip of 3 shots. And they are auto reloaders, so they are not going to sit back or have to sit back for 20 seconds or so. Nope, auto reloaders. And the main thing, they have a lot of hit points and reactive armor, which is great for pushes and focus fire. BPS setting themselves up in the middle. An E6 to overlook the medium side. CAWXK took an aggressive position with the E50M. Blind shot into Pastavian by the E50M. If the E6 got spotted, he would easily die to the E50s. At the same time, CAWXK is getting pushed onto. BPS going for wards in the middle. I think BPS is not exactly intending to push. They want to take the B cap and drag the enemies towards the Type 5. Pat spotted now, got the B cap still without getting decapped. And CAWXK is afraid to push apparently. E6 getting some support by the F3. Not a lot of trades yet. I would say that CAWXK is potentially in better positions though. As they have better crossfire, they can push onto the Type 5. The E50s will have to get pushed onto from behind by POS, as they are currently free to farm. And BPS is struggling as CAWXK is coming. Pat going down. Not sure if he put out any damage, maybe one shot into the F3. But he is definitely lacking penetration value. Now the E50Ms are getting focused. God coming with the RF215B. Going to hash that E50M. The E6 struggling to stay alive though. Getting absolutely farmed, but down goes the one E50. The second one is still surviving for a while. Might be able to get the E6. Yes, he does, but God will pick him up sooner or later. On the other side, BPS is losing another tank. Gun advantage to CAWXK. Hit point advantage to CAWXK. In terms of positions. Oh, hypnotizing. Going to get killed by CAWXK soon. And that is 3 versus 4 suddenly. BPS also fairly aggressive. They cannot exactly reload their clips or stay alive. But Kitsune able to get back. 3 autoloaders right to the front against them. 3v3 by the way. But 3 auto reloaders against 1 auto reloader and 2 single shot guns. I don't know. The F3 will have to try to get back into a safer position, which is hard. Nice shot by Kitsune. Also double caps to 1. God coming in. He's getting preempted by F. Nice shot into F. CAWXK moving forwards. Might be able to go for the F3. All tanks are being spotted. So there won't be any bad surprise. F is now getting pushed onto by God, who's the only one with hit points on side of BPS. Failed shot by the F215B. This might be huge. At the same time, there is a 1v1 of the F3s with CAWXK having the advantage. Over there is another 1v1 with Kitsune going down. FV getting the kill finally. But this F3 is not surviving most likely. Gets killed by CAWXK, and this leaves us with only God on 335 hit points. Cannot talk today, sorry. Yeah. He also goes down. And that is a win for Aqua on game number 4. So they are definitely having another point. They will be able to remain on the top spot. BPS did not show the best performance, I have to say. They were often playing more aggressively without having any rig spot to push onto. That was the big problem. They were simply moving in and then finding out, oh, we cannot go further. And gave the opportunity a chance to Aqua to quickly go in. All right. And now I want to address the discussions on the chat. Hi Noel, first of all. Hi Orange. Hi Daniel. Kran is meta again. No, Kran has been kind of meta for a long time already. It is still a tank with a clip, with a really strong turret and good gun depression, mobility, and also reticle calibration. But it has really bad DPM and also not the most hit points. It has 2.6k hit points, which is a lot, but it cannot survive for long because it has no hull armor, and it does also not have reactive armor. So due to that, mostly people the top teams are not going for more than 1 or maybe 2 crans, usually just 1, but that for the past few seasons already. In tournaments, the tanks having reactive armor are usually the meta tank. This is unlike in random games, because I see some confusion there. Grand Surprise Container saying these guys should have played Rhinoceronte. Rhinoceronte is an amazing tank for dealing damage in randoms, but that only works if you're not getting pushed onto. It is good for farming damage because it has good DPM, accuracy, and a good turret armor, but it has no hull armor. It has only 2.5k hit points or so, or even less. And it is not having reactive armor. Again, reactive armor is incredibly important in tournaments. And the reason is that in tournaments, it's not about farming random damage, but focus firing, one single opponent at a time. So 4 people, 3 people moving in, wanting to kill one single tank. And then the damage reduction that reactive armor offers, 27% less, is having a much higher effect than in randoms. In randoms, if you use reactive armor and push in, you maybe get shot by 1 or 2 guys. It is not really that relevant. If you are getting pushed onto, it might be 1 YOLO bot that is doing some weird move, maybe 2 tanks, but unless some autoloader is going for you in randoms, reactive armor is basically useless. Also in a 1v1, of course, you do get a benefit from reactive armor. But in tournaments, like, you might have a tank getting almost entirely farmed while using reactive armor. So having the 27% damage reduction equals having 27% more hit points, basically. Simple math. So a tank with 2.6k hit points would have a third more hit points. Basically, yeah, a lot. A lot of hit points. Do not do the math. But yeah, it's a huge difference. That may mean that a tank survives a lot longer and decreases the DPM of the enemies. Why is this so important? Because in a push, it is all about taking out guns of the opponents. Taking out one gun decreases the DPM of the enemies by a 1/7 in total, but maybe there is a fight going on of 3v3, and then taking out one of those guns means that the enemy has 30%, 33% less DPM in this specific fight. So it is a lot easier to kill others afterwards and win the game. So in tournaments, again, it's all about keeping tanks alive for a long time while being able to play relatively aggressively. And a lot of tanks that you mentioned here in the chat, they are great random tanks. Yes, they are great damage dealers, but they are not good at playing aggressively consistently. They are not good at taking shots. So in tournaments, we see the F3 being able to play aggressively, being able to put out a lot of damage with a clip to focus fire. It is amazing, but it doesn't have the mobility, it doesn't have the DPM that others have, but that is not really needed because you can adjust for that. The games are rather slow. In random games, the F3 is really not that amazing. Same for the AMX M4, unless you play in platoon and want to go in as you want to farm win rate. But for damage, it's not great. And solo, I also don't like it. Any of those. If you pick a tank like the VK90 or the T22, those were also mentioned, they have amazing armor, but they are situational. They are only good if they are in very specific positions. Like the VK90 is amazing at holding. It is the best tank for holding, potentially inside scrape, but it is not good at pushing because it has a rear mounted turret, it doesn't have reactive armor, it can get tracked easily. So if you push in with a VK90, you basically have a rather mediocre tank. The T22 as well, it is very good if it's hull down, if it's able to farm, but if you play in a 1v1 of a T22 against an E50, the E50M has the higher structure, it has the reactive armor decreasing the damage, it is better at ramming, it is going to win the 1v1 against any of the other mediums. If there is a light tank to be picked, it is of course the T100 LT because it keeps the enemy spotted for a while, but that is not meant to win a 1v1. It has great DPM for farming still. But yeah, so much about that. I hope that made it a bit more clear. If there are any more questions, please go ahead. We have some time until the next games are starting, like 12-13 minutes, I believe. I will use the time in between to start a giveaway first of all. And also to go for some random games. We still have the 3-minute delay on the stream, so I'm not able to respond immediately to your questions. But after the games are over, which happens to be on the next game, then I will also cut off the delay and go for some more random games. And you can ask more questions if needed. Don't feel bad to ask. Only by asking you may be able to learn something, or maybe you intend to ignore me, but maybe you come up with some better ideas on how to play. If you want to prove yourself in tournaments, you're also free to. But I know how these people are thinking, as I've got some tournament experience as well, have played with some tournament teams. And often I do analyze games together with tournament players as well. So, let's actually go for the giveaway right now. We will have 2 battle passes, 4 fan containers. I will start the first giveaway again on the Discord server. That will be 30 minutes. 1 winner, battle pass. Please do join the Discord server. There you can find the giveaway on the giveaways channel. Big surprise. And yeah, good luck. You just need to press a reaction to enter. That's it. Okay, let me quickly check when the next games are starting, and maybe I can also go for a check of the other results. Next one starting in... Oh, it's still 20 minutes. Okay. Nonetheless, I will just play on PC, I believe. Alright. Hej Netforce Fusilier. Let's go for some games. Alright, it's Dark. Darkman is also here, Netforce. Hi to Vitaly as well. Wait, why is the camera so far to the side? Oh, somebody turning turret. Not so promising. Everyone going to the right? Pujita, what are you doing? Oh, he's going to the right as well. Okay, I don't like this. But maybe someone's coming out here. Let's wait a bit. Progetto is spotting on the other side and not finding... Oh my gosh. What the hell? Huh? Okay. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay. All right. I will need some support. Some more. 268 is coming. Good. Good. Nice. Chief peeking again. I think I will leave him to the 2-6 side. It's too risky for me. Somebody kill him. I don't want to peek. Come on. Is there any gap maybe? No. Exactly. Let's use this little staircase again and see if anyone is coming out over there. No! Okay, maybe I7 can have him? I can. I7's AFK. The batshit is a big problem. Is he blind? I mean... That's good. I will have to get into base B. I hope the batshit has a small... Oh. Oh, I was about to say, I hope he has a small gun, so I'm not getting killed immediately. Okay, amazing. What is score first set? I've not checked the other results yet. I wanted to give it a bit of time, but I can check them now. It's update. By the way, guys, if you are watching right now and do enjoy the stream, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new still. So as we see, B-Love 1, game number 1. And 1 days. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, I'm super tired today or not on my hype. B-Love is first. Somehow the names are weird. Let's refresh. There we go. B-Love, Aqua, and PC Cat won 3 games of 3. Demon won against SQD1. Pretty close. Wait. That's the second one. That's the second one. Today. BPS to Aqua 1-4. B-Love won 4-1 against SQD1. Serenity lost 2-4 to PC Cat, aka APA. Demon lost 3-4 to Asriel. That is pretty good for Asriel. The first win by Asriel, actually. Next game will be BPS against SQD1 then. Alright. I will still have a bit of time. Still another 13 minutes until games are starting. Oh no, someone just randomly posting their name on the Discord channel, on the Discord server, or general channel. Okay, I am here for presents. Okay. Take that for a start. A projector already running without any information? Why would you do that? Just because the team is at the bottom? Maybe. Oh, still 300 damage, that's good. Shoten also. Okay, I will have to hold on my own, I guess. Nice. Maybe a bit too early to use the adrenaline. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah, okay, I cannot circle for him. Can somebody shoot him, please? I would like to get back somewhere where the others are not going to hit me. Yeah, okay, that's fine. With the shots into the battery, he's going to die easily, I guess. Projector, you're such a yeah. Oh, this guy's so lucky. But okay. That's good. Winning. Let me play something else. Maybe E6 or no? What I'm going for, like pushing gameplay. Server down. Not exactly. I was also having a bit of ping, but I was fine mostly. PC CAWXK is asking, that is the APA team. Same team as usual. Nice. Okay. I like shooting 183s. I think I might be able to do so again. Good. Lovely RNG so far. And a max shot. I'm at 6k damage already. Barely got shot. No, okay. At least I know not to shoot HE again. Maybe, you know what? I'll take some for my teammates. To make him a one-shot. Enemies are pushing into our rear. I can actually take the base in the midst of the push. Okay. Aim. Oh. First time I aimed properly. And I'm missing. Yeah, I'm hidden. Good. Can I have a last one, please? No. Okay. Still pretty good game. Maybe if I killed this one, it might be a mastery, but like this, not exactly, I guess. Maybe still, because of assisted damage or so, I don't know. And the cap. Yep, still an M. Had some good high rolls on a lot of these shots. Okay, still about 10 minutes until the game is starting, or 8 minutes actually. So I guess I will still have time for this battle, but it looks like my game just crashed. Yep, game crashed. Let's restart. Okay, apparently the game crashed without me getting into game, so I won't be missing anything. But then it might be too late to start another game. No. Let's go for one. Hi Andy, good evening. Yeah, there was a question whether I've been in Legion. Yes, I was in Legion some years ago. Yeah, I was not playing in the top tournament team, but I spectated them a little bit. I was playing in the second team that they had, leading that for some time. Was also at the start it was just a German team that was not leading. Later on I was basically having my own team in Legion. I missed my opportunity and I'm already getting around it. I should escape from this position, it's too trapped. Maybe we can go to the for the Leo together. Nice. Come on, yo. Yeah, let's shoot the TVP instead. 113. Sheridan also coming. But the Leo is still surviving, I can't believe it. But let's try to pick up the Leo maybe. No, I'm not able to. I might side scribe in front of him. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, okay. I thought the others were just pushing forwards. Yeah, no, I'm done. Ah, my nice team. Hey, Adi. Team just disappearing. God, what the hell? Look at this team. Not a single one dealing 2k. Not even anywhere close to that. What were they thinking? Okay. Let's just... the next tournament room should be open though, so I will accept that invite first. Still takes 30 minutes. Hey, Hanswurst. Moin. Yeah, I cannot show you the room just yet. Vitali asking, do you have PayPal? I do. You can also just use the Kofi link. That is just no fee via PayPal. That is on the link there as well. That is also pinned above. Or Kofi. There you can use all payment methods for donors basically. Also PayPal. Same as sending it directly. Or you could also send it directly if you ask me in PMs, and I could give you the email. But it is not an email I want to put out on the stream here. Well, thanks for your interest, first of all. Let's show you the room. BPS versus SQD1. On Hellas, we will still need to wait a moment because these guys are not readied up yet. Pilchers Lover asking, Nino, what's the best tank for Met, Light, Heavy, and TT at tier 10 currently? There is no simple answer to you, sorry. Don't fall for it. There are tanks that are maybe better than others, but mostly you wanna answer it that way. What is the best for you? What is the best for win rate? What is the best for damage? What is the most fun? There are 3 different answers or 4 different answers, and the first part I will just say for you because it is for each kind of player, because every player has a different skill set, even if there are slight differences only for highest level players, but still there are medium tank players, there are heavy tank players, and those will also that will also determine then whether a player will like the faster heavies or the slower heavies more. And of course the goals matter a lot, as mentioned. Generally for medium, E50M, T22. For heavy tank, becomes tricky. Rhinoceronte, F215B, that will be not your favorite if you are not on a high level yet. Then ET95E6, also that is skill dependent. Less skilled players will prefer a Super Conqueror or maybe an E100 even. And then there is for the TDs Hori on top, actually, I would say, probably. Yeah, Hori. than XM66F, Badger, but those are also easier to play, but not that good for the better players again, because I lack the mobility. So it is just completely up to the level that you're on. I have made a whole tier list, which is just all over the place, but that might get you closer to your answer if you are into that. It will not be easy to go through. That I cannot promise. And any other YouTuber promising that it would be easy to decide this is the best, this is the worst, they are talking nonsense in my opinion. Let's go and see Hellas BPS versus SQT1. BPS playing a lot of F3s, of course, AMXM40-100, Type 5. On side of SQT1, we see Double CAWXK. Oh, T100, losing a lot of hit points. They have a Kranwagen in the F3s as well, so clipping tanks, auto reloaders are the meta for sure. Walking Ace, still spotted. Tried a first spot on the heavy side, but was a bit too aggressive doing so, potentially. Might not have been necessary for him to go for that hill over there. Also, lucky opponents, of course. BPS has managed to to steal base B. And they have base A, so they have the double caps against none. Not even C has been taken, and SQT1 is trying to push into the enemy spawn, yet they are all spotted. They are not going to surprise the opponents. And BPS is falling back, going for good positions in the rear, putting out a first shot. Hit points about 1k in favor for BPS, and SQT1 is moving around them, can crossfire, can pincer the BPS guys. On the other side, we also see a fight that is a 2v2. The Kranwagen going in a bit too aggressively, was getting pushed on 2x2, but decided to go forwards. He's not going to have an easy time there. He's going to lose this, but on the other side, SQT1 is going in. The light tank is escaping and farming the F3 now, distracting him at least. And BPS is getting killed on this flank. SQT1 is making some good progress, having killed 2 tanks, while only losing 1. It is SQT1 now with the hit point lead as well, but they have to hurry up. The points are ticking over. For Starfinia, 1 shot. Arcane might have the kill. It is Walking Ace from behind. Light tank doing a good job at staying alive and still delivering some crossfire, but might have maneuvered himself into a dangerous position. The F3 is getting killed as well. 3 versus 5. Good job by SQT1 on this push. Kitsune still playing a dangerous game, getting behind the opponents. He has to survive this. If he can kill Walking Ace, that would be huge for BPS. They would get a lot closer to the win. Oh, Walking Ace. 930 points for BPS. And they are still having base B. They will lose Hypnotizing. 960 points now. This is crucial, as it means... No, they lose the tank, so they are down again. But if they get to 960 points, then it is all about 1 kill. Again, 1 kill gets you 40 points. Walking Ace in the C-cap now. Kitsune 250 hit points, cannot peek anymore. We'll have to try a snapshot, I guess. If he can get the kill. I think... Oh my gosh! Walking Ace peeking in reverse. Walking Ace peeking in reverse. Absolutely misplaying. And that is allowing BPS to win in the end still. Oh my god, what was he doing there? He was trying to turn around, seeing if the enemy was coming from the other side, but should have played a safer game and let us allies come closer, and it would have been a win. The light tank of SKT1 basically throwing away the battle in the end, and at the start it was also having a rough time. Unfortunate time for him, but BPS outplayed them. All right. All right. Wait to the map. Seeing a discussion about tanks. Discussion about tanks. Lol, F215B heavy. Okay, you don't agree. You don't have to. Akamisa. VK90 is terrible now. And people are not agreeing. Well, again, VK90 is great for side-scraping passive gameplay. And I guess overall, most people will have better win rate in the VK90 than on other tanks. But if you are a highly skilled player that is depending on mobility and damage output, relocations and pushes, then the VK90 is not that good. So again, the level matters. Also, I guess the beginners will also struggle more in the VK90 because they are not used to side scraping as much. Build chest Type 5 is such a bad pick. These guys here, they are among the best players of the server. The best players in the whole world, like the best 50 or so. These guys know what they are doing. They have trained against the other best players. And they pick their tanks for good reasons. So be careful in judging them too harshly. When it comes to saying that some tank is a bad pick, have you tested it against the best players and found it to be bad? And then you might say, okay. Then you might have a valid opinion there. But mostly, you know, these guys are training hard. They are training like 3 to 4 times a week. They are playing tournaments actively. They know what they are doing. Even if they do some mistakes sometimes. Of course, everyone does. But let's focus on the gameplay, actually. Punisher lost a lot of hit points as he was trying to hold the corner rather aggressively. At least for the amount of tanks he has for backup. Hypnotizing also is pretty aggressive. Can get shot from various angles if he's not careful. SKT1 now playing for the same strategy as BPS last game. But they are not getting the caps. SKT1 is attempting a push forwards. Sahara and Panzer losing a lot of hit points on the move. But Artyom is isolated. And not having all that much backup. Sahara down to half the hit points, already losing even more hit points. Getting shot down to a one shot, might get killed. Yes, it is a kill. First kill for BPS, but also Hypnotizing went down in the middle. So SKT1 will get 2 kills for losing 1 apparently. That is good for them then. Artyom going down. Base A has been taken. Maybe it's still possible to take base B. SKT1 also with a good hit point lead. Punisher low on HP. Isolated in the front. Will have some backup. On the other side, Posafina also went down. So it is a good gun advantage to SKT1 suddenly. Also, they have about 50% more hit points. Punisher can hold on for a while. Did reload his clip. Kranwagen is having shots, yet getting shot in return, getting shot twice. But he doesn't care. He's moving in. He's moving forwards. And SKT1 is pulling all the way around. BPS, Punisher going down. The F3 also down to 1 or 2 shots already. Maybe the M4 will have him. Looks like it. Arcane getting that kill, and that leaves us with only Kitsune, who's also getting killed there. And Amadeus, who's now farmed by the light tank. Despite the early hit point loss on this push, SKT1 was doing the right thing, pushing forwards, killing 2 tanks. I think BPS had a few tanks a little bit too aggressive for the passive lineup that they were playing. And SKT1 made great use of that. Also here you could see why the F3 is being picked. It is able to absorb quite a lot of damage and still push in with a clip to kill the opponents if they are isolated. 1-1. Bill saying out only struggles sometimes because of meta. Is it a meta? I think we've had a meta in the past where we really had like 5 mediums per game. And then heavies received a hit point buff. After that we had the autoloader meta. After that we had another autoloader meta. And then autoloaders got DPM nerfs. Other tanks got reactive armor, also mediums, and heavy tanks. Overall, DPM increased. So I don't think it is really a medium meta anymore, rather heavy meta. As we can also see on the tournaments, we rather rarely see more than 2 mediums ever. Only on very specific maps. That is also showing you something, even in random games. Mediums lineups are a bit rare. This is about balance, I would say, actually. Mediums and heavy tanks and TGs. Probably heavies are still the most popular. And also the strongest. And BPS, again playing a ton of F3s, an M4 on top of that as well, and 200 LT. Also the team of SKT1 has a lot of F3s, 2 tanks with 2 AMX M4s, a Kranwagen and a 200. Walking Ace, aggressive in the ruins, was trying to spot base A, but no one was there, so he did not have to decap. Cap lead to SKT1. Only the F3 took a bit of a beating, but just 1 shot. I think he's running into a couple of unspotted tanks. Gets some spots, is not going to peek anymore. Although, actually, he has the better position. He can be hull down. I think that might be slightly better than the opponents, not necessarily. On the other hand, we do see base C being capped. Hypnotizing, moving in for some crossfire. Going for a wide angle. While Kitsune can also sit there passively. It could be possible for BPS to maybe cap base A at some point. But of course they also have opponents ready to punish that. No, actually, Pensacola Kid is able to shoot into base A. Sahara might do so as well, so I don't think that will be possible to go in. Not much happening for now. Some hit points lost here and there. Kitsune and Hypnotizing in the city are rather aggressive. They have some good map control. Although it is still about pushing in for BPS. They have the cap disadvantage. But maybe they can bleed down the opponents. Kitsune seems to have shots. Or did have a shot into Pensacola Kid, who might get pushed out. Takes another one from the light tank. The F3 is down to a one shot and is stuck. And if BPS wanted to, they could go in here. Just that they would lose a lot of hit points for that. And there is the kill shot of the F3. Nicely done. Just by out trading, that is the gun advantage for BPS. Which is not the typical tournament gameplay, because usually it is about the movement. About pushing in on the weak angles. But here, it was all about Kitsune getting behind the opponents. And one tank of SKT1 misplaying with that push. Also, Postafian lost a lot of hit points. Kitsune now able to cap base A, doing so completely in the open, not in the bush. Does not want to get blind shot. And there is a double cap now for BPS. So SKT1 has to push in suddenly. And they have more hit points still, but they have a tank less. And I don't know if they are going to be able to make it. Postafinia moving into the rear. Good move. Wise call for him. Meanwhile, SKT1 is getting slightly more aggressive. They need to go for base A. But also, at the same time, they are going for base C. Losing HP on the cross. The 2v2 in the city is not looking all that good. Punisher got killed on the other side. Also, Supreme Leader got taken out. 985 points for BPS. 991,000 points. It is not possible for Confusion to move into A anymore, as the opponents were there to block. Pretty slow game and not the most movement ever. Actually, very little movement. Just a light tank was moving around and one heavy on the side of BPS, who was going for the city. Also, we can see on the damage spread or damage in total that there was really not a lot happening. Still, BPS got that win. So they have 2 points to 1. And we are seeing Vineyards for the second time now. Alright. Akami saying 116 is currently the best tank in the game. In random games, definitely not for me. It's far from that. In tournaments, of course, you see it here. It's pretty obvious that the 116 is super strong, but in randoms, I am not a fan of it. It's way too slow for me. Too bad on the damage outputting side. I only played it solo though, so I cannot really judge the Platoon gameplay for win rate, but for... It's just... And I imagine for Platoon win rate there are also better tanks for me personally. But yeah, it's great for outtrading. It's an easy tank to play as well. It's also what I told on my stream, in case you're interested. I did go for a long stream on the 116. I had some fun for some parts, but mostly in the end it was just not being able to keep up compared to other tanks as well. But here in the tournament scene we have a different story that is all about the pushes and being able to punish opponents properly. Also, Type 5 is being played again. Going for the left side. BPS looks like wanting to play the A side aggressively. Kitsune spotting the outer side. Tries to spot base A as well. But nothing there. He was ready to counter any light tank going for the ruins or capping the base. Now he's moving up the hill in the middle, getting some information, getting a good shot into Yuri, but also taking one in return, so it was actually not exactly worth it. Cap lead for BPS by the looks of it, as they are likely not getting decapped, but SKT1 is pushing forwards into the enemy spawn. But they are about to move into Artyom and Simply Lovely, who are in strong positions. And they are losing hit points. Almost everyone on side of SKT1 already is lower on HP. Now the type is getting crossfire, getting killed. That was too much to handle for him. He was trying to support Artyom. Big misplay by the Type 5. He knew that there was everyone right to the side. He lost a ton of HP for this move and got killed so quickly. Despite so many hit points and armor, but that is non-existent in the rear of the tank. Hypnotizing. Trying to side scrape there apparently and still getting penetrated into that turret. The 116 armor is really not all that reliable. SKT1 has killed 2 tanks. Also the light tank died. The T100 LT died somewhere. I don't know where exactly. Probably here. No, also the light tank of SKT1 died. So I cannot judge, cannot tell which one it is. I think both died on the A cap. Where we are now seeing a 1v1 that is not going to decide much. Because the main fight was decided over here. With a push of SKT1 into the enemy spawn. With everyone being there to crossfire. As the Type 5 moved over. And now Punisher is getting rushed by 3-4 tanks. He's still reloading his clip. But he's not going to be able to hold on for much longer. Still puts out 2 and maybe a 3rd shot, yes, but that will have been it, as he is getting killed right after by Supreme Leader. No, Pentacle Kid. Postafin is still alive, getting base A while reloading his clip. But he's also not standing a chance against the incoming tanks. That means 2-2. Yep. Teams are making it close for us. Although there are quite a few mistakes involved here, which I don't like to see. Type 5 just rushing over, losing all the HP on the last game. It's been Panzer Coal Kid who moved into a bad position and just got farmed down. That's not exactly what we want to see. But mistakes happen. Should not happen though at this stage anymore, I have to say. I don't know what the Type 5 was thinking. There were at least 2 tanks spotted. I think they must have been all spotted. Maybe the Kran not. But 7 shots into a tank that was crossing over. No. Alright. Alright. We see a lineup of 6 F3s on BPS side and a T100 LT. On Dynasty's Pearl, a map that is usually applied for many heavy tanks. On SKT1 side, we got 4 F3s, double AMX M4 and a Hori. We will have at least 2 more games. And let's get started. Jean-Periquito saying Type 5 is not a good tank. I would disagree, honestly. It's, in my opinion, it's better than the Mouse. Not much, but it is probably better. That's also why it is being played here. If it is really better than the F3, it's not a question I cannot answer for the tournament scenarios, because I don't like both of the tanks. In random games, the Type 5 is better to me. For me, for tournaments, I've just not played them in tournaments, so I cannot judge. I can only judge from the very few games that I've seen. Both teams spreading out. And by the way, I've recently streamed Type 5 for a long session, so if you are interested in seeing it, then you might go for the stream. BPS now having the advantage of the mobility with a T100 light tank that can flank around and put in some crossfire into confusion. SKT1 very careful. Moving into base A though. BPS could decide to punish that. I think that's what they are going to do. Now they are moving out. That was a bait here. Artyom maybe going from the side. Nope. Everyone moving in. Arcane taking a beating. The clipping damage is coming in. Arcane going down very soon. Down to 1 shot. There comes a kill shot from the other side. And BPS barely got punished for that. Simply Lovely took about 1,500 hit points. Loss. But SKT1 is not sitting it out. They are immediately going in while the F3s of BPS are reloading their clips. SKT1 is going hammer here, sending all their tanks into BPS. And they are intending to focus Simply Lovely. So struggling to get around, and some still reloading the clips. So soon the damage will look very different, or the hit points will look very different. 1 tank going down, 2 tanks going down, 3 tanks down on SKT1 side, 2 tanks on BPS side. So gun advantage for BPS, hit point advantage for BPS. The tanks that were able to fall back still managed to reload their clips. So BPS bait was working out nicely. Pensacola Kid might be 1 shot. Is not. Can still put out another one. Maybe a 3rd one. Nope, gets killed by Kitsune. Nice done here. BPS are now having about 50% more hit points than the opponents. Having 2 more tanks on the field. Kitsune able to go in and farm Walking Ace. We're still able to pick up a kill, but Kitsune will have that massive DPM. On the other side, there is Sahara in the 1v1, who is actually the last one by now. Might get the last kill shot, but fails to penetrate the front of that F3, and we can see a lot of shots penetrated into that gun mantlet, or next to the gun mantlet, into the turret. And that is another win for BPS. Match point to BPS now. And I think especially for BPS it will be very relevant. Not to sound mean, but BPS has higher chances of making it into the top 4. So I think if BPS loses this one, they might drop out. And SKT1, they have not won anything yet. Even if they win this one, they are rather unlikely to still make it into the top 4 or the top 6. It is for the start. But okay, let's not say too much and predict too much, because also SKT1 has only played 4 games or 3 games before this one, 3 opponents, so that's just 3 out of 7, and everything is basically still possible for any single team, even if they are at the bottom. Just the top 2, they are, or the top 3 teams that won 3 games, they are unlikely to drop out of the top 6. I don't think that's going to happen, because that would mean that SKT1 as well, they would have to win everything, and that is not happening. We cannot expect that. All right. Maybe the last game of this tournament for today. And Dynasty's Pearl again with the F3 spam of BPS. Also, of course, the team of SKT1 has a bunch of F3s. Triple AMX M4 on top of that, and AT100 LT for BPS, who is again spotting. He's going to collect some information, getting some spots. Has to be careful to not get blind shot. He does get blind shot again. He was making some bad experience with that today already. Maybe Yuri still getting in another shot. Hitsune. Just a bit too slow. While the rest of his team is moving in on base A. And looks like it will be a quick C-cap advantage for SKT1. Which means that SKT1 will only have to hold, but Walking Ice taking some beating with 2 shots into him. Also Yuri getting shot by the T100. Another one. The T100 has tracer shells to keep the enemy spotted. Also is well covered, or not covered, but has a very good camouflage. So it could shoot without getting spotted even. Still, Kitsune is going to be a bit more careful from now on, as the enemies know that he has been over there and wanted to probably push him out. SKT1 still having more HP on the field and more tanks with the reactive armor. SKT1 with the cap lead, having good holding positions with the bait in spawn to secure the map control. They are also having multiple tanks set up over here, also to secure map control. Those also have the purpose of shooting into the B cap if needed. They can move out a bit. They can cover base C as well. If people would be moving into B, then there would be 3-4 tanks ready to shoot into that. Arcane could also come up from the other side. So BPS has to think about maybe pressuring C while capping B. That is usually how it's done. To send some tanks forwards over here through these hills, while then also push into B. So base C and B could be taken simultaneously. But so far, BPS is not really showing that they want to move. Also, they are baiting. Kind of hoping that maybe SKT1 would predict the kind of move onto the C cap and go for a counter push on base A. But with a bait, it's not likely to happen. SKT1 is playing a holding strat. Meanwhile, Kitsune is very aggressive, but he's not shooting. He's just there to spot the opponents who are confusion. They are not seeing where they are getting spotted from. This is evil. Kitsune just so freaking close, but out of the view range of the heavies. And keeps the F3 over here spotted. Probably because the turret is just a bit higher than the wall. The cupola is showing. And we see some movement for B. As the tanks over there are all spotted, BPS is daring to go into B. And they did make it, but now they're getting pushed onto from behind. Arcane and Sahara are there, but I think it is about killing Arcane for BPS. Well, Safin took a beating, but it can be safe for a time. Meanwhile, BPS is also counter-pushing into the enemy spawn. They're about to kill one tank. They are getting the kill of Supreme Leader on the next reload. And also, now that they are at 960 points, this is the cap win for BPS. The B cap was the way to win, just stealing their B cap right in front of the opponents. They fell back as they were spotted, were a bit too afraid of the incoming push. But it was just one light tank collecting the information that immediately allowed BPS to get B and push into the rear of the opponents. There was even a tank with 0 damage. Still, BPS got away with it. 4-2. Good job by them. Weird game, actually. Alright. Guys, I will still have some giveaways for you. I will still have some battle passes. And also I will have some fan containers. And I will still go for some random games. What I'm going to do now is to cut off the delay, so I can talk to you live without any 3-minute delay in between. And then I'm still going to play some random games, have a chat with you, and go for the last giveaways. Let's do so right now. Alright. So I just took a bit of a break and now there is no delay anymore. What I'm going to do now is to actually just, first of all, give away. Let's not forget about that. Let's go for giveaway number 2. Again, on the Discord server, on the giveaways channel, I will go for it. And let me create it right now. We will have, let's go for 20 minutes, 2 winners this time, and each gets 2 fan containers. And the giveaway just started. So good luck. Also, I will just go for some randoms now before I or maybe I can still check the other results. Let's see if they are in already. No? Loading. Okay. All right, so we can see the results here. Aqua undefeated, so is Love, PC Cat, API lost once, BPS twice. So the Demon. And again, it is as follows. The first two make it to the top 4 immediately after the round robin stage is over. Round robin stage is 7 games, every team playing against every other, just not against themselves, that they do every game anyways. Then the 3rd to 6th place, they are going to fight in a double elimination stage, which is also lasting 2 days. There are 2 teams qualified to also make it into the top 4. The 7th and 8th team drop out after the round robin stage already. So it is especially important for Serenity and SKT1 to still somehow gain some points. And as well as Demon, they have to make sure to not lose any other games, because they can still easily get overtaken. They won't make it into the top 2 anymore, that's for sure, but they need to make sure they are remaining in the top 6. Or getting into the top 6. Aqua and B-Love are basically almost safe already. Even if the last 2 teams won 3 games, Aqua, B-Love would still be in a double elimination, or they would still like not be able to get overtaken anymore. They had a good time. If we are checking out the results of today, Aqua versus PC Cat, also interesting games. I will still check them out. Definitely, I think they are worth watching. 2 top level teams here. They played against another 4-3. Also tiebreaker then. B-Love Aswell 4-0. BPS SK1 4-2. That's what we've seen. Serenity got defeated by Demon quite clearly. I just thought I could just play on a press account a little bit and play the 116 F3 maybe and a Type 5. Which gun am I currently on? Let's go for the autoloader. Because it is so popular in this tournament. Okay. Let's change the setup. And go. Hi, Bob. Never seen a baiting tactic before. Very interesting. In tournaments, actually the baits are not that rare. People often try to bait the opponent into doing some move. And random games, sometimes you can also do this with an autoloader especially. Mostly though, you should try to get involved, because you cannot trust your teammates to hold, etc. Play carefully. Do I go forwards? Maybe, yes. No one spotted and I don't want to waste a lot of time while the enemies might be pushing the other side. Ah. Nice gun depression. Uh-oh. Okay, before I go in, I want to reload. Ooh, what a big IG. But let's reload the third shot as well. No, I'm on heat. Oh no, my gosh. No, there could have been 2 hits already. But being on heat was a big problem there, so I shot the tracks. Ah. So far, I'm quite useless. Okay. Reload it. Nice max roll. Also, we can kill the CAWXK, and then we would be even. Ah. It's shooting me. Okay, I could have... Should have probably used my reactive armor here. Any way of killing the CAWXK? No. Ah, come on. Oh, they're falling back. Wow. Whoa. Oh my gosh. You see, in random games, it's not accurate, it's not high DPM, it's not fast. I can absolutely not say I'm a fan of it. It's not a tank that you can easily use to kill a flank, unless you have the clipping potential of multiple tanks with you. For pushes, I wouldn't know multiple tanks that would perform better for me. And yeah.
Let's get this show on the road.
Why was no help to T100? What do you mean? Still about the tournament matches? I currently don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I got spotted. Nice. Nice. That's very good. First one's out. I'm sometimes a little bit surprised by how easily enemies penetrate. But it does not have the armor of a type 71. So let's use reactive armor. Let's reload. Oh, sure. Ah, nice accuracy. Not a tank of my taste, honestly. I'd rather play the Kranwagen that is more reliable. But for tournaments, it's a different situation. Okay. Let's just reload the clip and go in again. This tank needs to be played at a relatively close distance. Not good for sniping. Let's go. About tournament LT left alone. Well, the LT usually does its own thing in tournaments, but I don't know exactly. I will have to look back at it to see what you're talking about. Good. Nice. Let me see real quick. Hey, Helmy. Okay. So probably you are talking about the situation that I'm showing you here. This one? I guess so. Vitaly asking why was no help to T100? T100 was meant to bait the opponents, basically. He was there to spot the enemies. They did not really allow... Wait, I can just... No. Oh, wait. Get the button... Ah, that's not what I mean. Okay, I'm a noob. There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So, we've got T100 LT moving up here carefully. He's unspotted. The enemies don't know him. You can see the light bulbs for either side. CAWXK only knows about very few tanks, probably about something in the middle maybe. They know nothing about Punisher yet. They know nothing about Kitsune. You can see it on SKT1 side. There is one tank spotted here. So Walking Ace also got spotted earlier, I believe, and got crossfired. Then no one else spotted. There is no information, no light bulb seen here. Only this one to the right side. To the left, like the red team, completely unspotted. The situation is also that BPS, Team Red, has less cap points. So that is important. So SKT1 expects BPS to push in on base C with everything. That is the standard strategy. If you have the cap disadvantage on A, you can basically do multiple different things. You can go forwards into the enemy spawn, but there you don't find the cap all that quickly. And also, you don't know what is ahead. You never know what is ahead, but you know what is behind you, and you can hold what is behind you. So BPS could leave tanks in the rear to spot that area, make sure they are not having any one of the opponents come for their back. So they get the map control like this, as you can also see on the map. They got the map control earlier. It was more like this, and they are slowly encircling the enemies like this. Again, the standard move would be either, that would be the most obvious thing, to curve forwards into the enemy spawn. But SKT1 is well prepared for that. They have two tanks to the left side that are out of sight right now. And they have 3 tanks in this area that are meant to shoot base B, and 2 tanks over there who can also spot this lane. If there is a push coming in, they can spot it. They can also spot this area a little bit, and they can spot base B. Mainly, BPS needs to do something about the caps, because caps are hugely important in tournaments, not so much in random games. So BPS is maybe going into the enemy spawn, maybe going into base B, maybe going all the way back and then pushing into base C to stop that one. Going for B and C is a bit more likely. That is happening more often, especially with a push for this area, because the hills offer you the good positions, so that is popular to do, to go for the side and then stop C while killing these tanks over there. But BPS is not doing that. BPS is not doing the obvious thing. They want to go for spots here, see what is ahead there. These tanks are all afraid. They have no idea what is there. They fall back because they expect the push to come. And they are not in position to the B anymore. In the meantime, BPS is sending 2 tanks into B. That's happening shortly after this screen. Then also BPS is pushing the enemy spawn. So everyone is stuck in a very small part of the map. They cannot push back easily. They cannot reliably decap base B. And they are currently all set up for the B decap and C holding strategy, because they are spotted as well. They sent in another tank here. I think that was late. Was there another one coming, or are those already the final ones? Yeah, we can now see. Wait. Here you can basically see it. There are 2 tanks on this corner now. 3 tanks over there, so that's 5, and the 6th tank is over there. They are in positions to hold base B. They cannot decap base B though, because they are too passive, and then there is an isolated tank in the spawn still that BPS can go for. So yeah, that's why the light tank has been alone to the side, because he wanted to simply push back the enemies a little bit without actually doing anything but spotting them. Two was holding all area for the rest to start attack from other side. Yeah, they were not really holding, they were just scaring off the enemies a little bit. Just pretending there was more of them. Because it was very unlikely for a sole light tank to push in on his own onto base C. So mostly what would have happened there was for some other tanks to also go to the outer flank. SKD1 would have expected some more tanks to be behind a light tank. Okay. You know what, I will actually not play the 116 again, it's annoying. Let's play the Type 5 though. In tournaments, it's very often about the mind games. Pretending you go for one side while going for the other. And guessing what the enemy is likely to do, and then guessing whether they are pretending or if they are actually moving based on the information that you have. That requires a lot of experience. So let me spot for my TD. And find out if any of the opponents is crossing there, maybe. No. Then I will cross to the left side. Enemies have a ton of TD, heavies, I mean. So I'm surprised that there is that little big HE. Nope. Okay, I cannot peek safely. Nah. Okay. I was just trying to switch over to HE again. That would have been good if I did. France coming again. E6 is pushed back so I can afford to peek.
Our ammunition rack is hit. They're hit. We've lost some ammo, but at least it didn't explode.
I hope I don't get shot from the right side now, because I think the enemies are distracted, so I can go in.
Enemy armor is
Nice. This allows the T-62A to kill him. Not that I knew that he was coming, but I hope to win the 1v1 anyways. So there was still something camping. Good.
armor is damaged.
Ah, there are two over there now.
We've lost the track. We're immobilized.
Griller is not coming for me. Good.
There, drive on.
Nah. Go back. No. Man. Griller is coming from my left side. Let's go forwards a little bit. Ah, come on. Go back. Go back. Otherwise I go for Griller.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Okay.
One of our tracks was hit.
Orange. Hey Eddie. Orange saying, why is 116 better? Because it is an auto reloader with reactive armor. That's basically it. That's all you need to know. It is also decently well armored. It has a lot of hit points. But it is very good at out-trading opponents. Simply because it has multiple shots that it can reload by just simply playing passively. And if the enemies are close, then it reliably pens the shots as well. It can just move in, have 3 shots,
Let's go.
be back, and again have 2 shots. An AMX M4 is having roughly the same armor, maybe slightly worse even. Better turret, but slightly worse hull armor. AMX M4 has a few more hit points and a higher alpha gun. But if an AMX M4 goes in, it might take 2 shots before it's even in a fight. And also if it arrives in a fight, it's only putting out a single shot. And then reloads. In tournaments, it's so important to take out the guns quickly. So the auto reloaders do help a lot at that. Okay, that was a max roll on his first shot. No! That shot actually came well, but he just angled on time. He's just immediately falling back. Okay, I don't want to face that tank. That's too well armored. Nice.
Right through their armor.
Although it would be more important to shoot the others instead. $1K damage. Ah, it's crazy to play this tank. It's not crazy strong, but it's just having some hilarious moments. Okay, I hope someone else can finish. Because I don't want to die. Please finish. Okay. Okay. So much about Type 5 being played in tournaments. It's not crazy strong, but if you compare it to a mouse, this tank just sits there, gets pushed onto enemies, struggle to penetrate, and then it puts out like massive damage. Nice. Even if you cannot penetrate, you have that really, really big gun for some HGs. But I think I will just go for 1 or 2 more Type 5 games and then switch over to a more interesting tank. Na, go away jetzt. Would you still want to see anything specific? Any special tanks? Oh, by the way, giveaway. Okay, the last giveaway is over. So we will still have another giveaway. Wait, my game crashed. No. We still have some giveaway for Battle Pass. That I will start next game. Okay. At least the battle did not start. Usually when the game crashes while I'm loading, I'm already ending up in the game then. Server is dead. Okay. No? Maybe they also just crashed. Okay. MM! No. What is about the MM? Wallet warriors. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, it's a bit too much ahead. Let's peek in a safer way. He's seriously peeking at me like this? Okay. Okay. 480 damage. Now it's a one shot. I still got half my hit points. Let's do it like this. Standard AP. That's alright. Can I maybe put a shot into TVP? No, it's not needed. Nope. I think I will put out one into the type. My teammates will still take a while. Can I HE him anywhere? No. Good. What? Go kill him! Freaking kill him, please, thank you. Nice. I hope the Vickers has him, because otherwise I'll have to go for him. Yeah, he doesn't. So enemies have concept and the E4. E4 is an easy HE one-shot. And I kind of doubt that the concept is penetrating me. Oh, mechs are loaded. Also, a concept was a guy who was just flanking around the entire map. So I would not expect him to be a good player, just based on that alone. Yeah, no promo. Driving against a damn hill. GG. Okay. Projector. Yeah, let's go for it. But I will switch over to my main account again. Just because I don't want to equip the tanks all the time. Also, I won't play for a long duration anymore, that I can already announce, because somehow I'm super tired today. Let's go for the giveaway still. Let's go for like 90 minutes, so everyone gets a chance. One winner, prize, battle pass. C. Okay, we're actually good. But I'm just playing my standard stuff as usual. Although maybe sometimes I'm going there, sometimes I'm daring to spot a bit more aggressively, like this. Nice. Also he shot, so I might have another one. Oh shit. Shit. That was not good. Ah. Oh, let's just sit here, take the base. He's out again. And Yo will spot me if he moves back. If I was still on the right side, then the FE would actually be able to shoot me. Can my teammates maybe go, please? We have an AFK? No, it's not AFK. But we have way too many tanks who are not really doing anything. The FV should have been dead a long time ago already. Wow. He's actually surviving. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Please don't block me now. And of course he's blocking me. No, don't tell me. Seriously. Yeah, I'm dead. What the hell was this team? So many tanks don't manage to kill one single 183 behind the heavy side. He was spotted from the start on. It was clear that he was isolated. Okay, just a beginner. And him? Him? He was camping. Okay, man. Let's not complain any further. Addy, I will go for more games on Preacher 2. Not going to sit it out on this one. That was not enough. Okay, we're 3v2 on the medium side. And teammates are also moving. Nice to see that. There's another one over there. Oh, by the way, I've seen a tree fall, like the palm. That's why I knew the Sheridan was there, so... Yeah, I'm not going to be afraid, I'll just reload my clip again. Just go. Okay, good. 2k damage dealt. And I might still have some shots onto the type or so, or any crossing opponents. Stridswagen. Let's shoot the rear, there's a fuel tank. And this thing is very easy to set on fire. There we go. Nice. Good. While I'm getting closer, I'm reloading the clip again, but I need to be careful not to get too close because my Progetto is about to get pushed and then he will be dead. Maybe track shot will help him. Okay, let's escape into the desert. Nice. Oh, that's good. We're winning this one. Pretty sure of that. 3 one-shots. 4 one-shots against me. Oh no, should I have shot the other one? No! Oh man, I should have used AP. I should have used AP. That was the same penetration anyways. Ah man. 4 one-shots against me and then I fail like this. Sad. AP would have absolutely been enough for the lower plate. I was just thinking that I could maybe penetrate the superstructure with heat, but I was not having enough pen, so I still had to go for the lower plate, which cost me more time, and then I was not able to switch ammo anymore. Man. That sucks. Could have been 1v4. And also, with the damage, I would have been able to do even more against the one-shots. Damn it. I had enough hit points to win this. Oh shit. Nice. I'm a little bit worried because now I'm also... Oh no. I'm also clippable by the Badget if he wants to go for me. That might be annoying, to say the least. Good. Ah, bounce. Just a 1-to-1B. Let's try pre-aiming the Sheridan. Oh, Badget needs help. Okay, is this guy struggling with ping or what? Sheridan is on A. Being a one-shot. 1-to-1B is a one-shot now, also likely not pushing in any further. Let's go surprise someone else. 1-to-1B is expecting me. I hope I'm still unspotted. Yeah. Good. Nice, there we go. Could have definitely gotten shot by the Sheridan from the side and also by the Kranwagen, but I was just going for the gamble. The I-7 would have had him. Okay. Oh. Bounce. Hi, Milos. Good evening. Can't play auto-aim. Also took me a long time to get used to at the start. In case you don't know, I was playing on PC for 80,000 games, and then I switched over to touch. And I was, for the start, I liked auto-aim. And then I was just thinking it was kind of unreliable. But still, I played for about half a year with auto-aim, then for half a year with only auto-aim in third-person view. So no auto-aim in sniper mode like this. Okay. GG. But yeah, another 6 months of playing no auto-aim. And I actually decided to switch it on again, because I thought it was more reliable and more easier to play on touch at least. What am I saying on touch? Of course, on touch. There's no comparison to the PC auto aim. Great timing for him to move out and block me. Oh no. That is Elmarin. I want to support the teammates to the left still. I can do so from this bush. Or can I push anyone out on the right? Nah, too late. Nice. What? Can I sneak up behind him? I think yes. Nice. I didn't even deal that much damage. I thought I did more. But, oh, missed the fire button. No, I'm still getting him. Good. Me lost touch with auto aim for about 3 years and 3 years PC, last 3 on iPad with no auto, but I tried several times. But I hate moving gun on Zoom more. Yeah, I was definitely also noticing that there are definitely advantages to auto aim, and not playing with auto aim also has its advantages. It depends on what you feel more comfortable with. I personally think that auto aim is maybe slightly better if you have it, if you're used to it. But it's also very good to know how to play without it. That's why I also have the button on, so I can sometimes just zoom out. I just turn it off, I mean, shoot through some little gaps. Can you show some tricks? What do you mean by tricks? I cannot do a backflip, sorry. What the hell is this guy doing? He's bad. My teammates slowly moving in. Let's see if he's peeking the same way again. No. Ah, okay, I got spotted this part, but you know what, I will still peek. He's AFK though. Let's farm the AFK. It's free. And of course he's waking up now. Nah, okay. Come on, team. Ah, they're going finally. In this kind of situation, auto-aim is also really tricky because I only had a very small gap to shoot through. The Prosciutto is still alive. But he needs to die. Oh no, of course. No, of course the Cobra is also coming. I did not see that. Should have paid attention. And I would have been able to use my clip much better on the Conqueror. Hello there. Nice. 5-1K again. Good, nice. Good game. Need special donor wood. Paul like to go on top of some hill, like unusual positions. You should always go for the high ground, for the hills. Otherwise, you're giving away the possibility to use the best, your armor in the best way, and also to spot the most enemies. I've collected all that knowledge, or a lot of that, in a video, how to play every map. Most popular video on my channel. Kind of, not really, but yeah, most popular tactical guide that you will find on the homepage, basically, of my channel. And the game crashed again. Am I not afraid of bounces using third-person mode? Of course, I try to aim in whenever needed, but I know exactly where the weak spots are, so if you aim perfectly at the weak spot, it doesn't matter if you're zoomed in or not, right? And if you then also know more about your surroundings, if you can drive without, yeah, while seeing more, if you are not zoomed in, then it is an advantage. So it's a crucial skill that you are able to also shoot in third-person view sometimes, just so you can focus on your driving, because the survival is more worth more
DM for my
than the damage.
What channel?
Adi, thank you again. Opa. Any one of my teammates to the left side? Nope. Cannot been like that. Did I just get spotted from over there? FV, please don't do this. This is so stupid.
5 from Darkman_SMX. Nice stream, my friend.
Darkman, thank you. Oh, the enemy attack gets ammo wrecked. Thanks, Darkman. Oh, this is bad. What about the rear? Are we winning that at least? Let's help. Okay, good. Epic team. Oh no. Sure. Please move. Please move, otherwise we lose. I think it's basically lost already. Wow. The T95 is completely useless. Wow. Okay. GG. I don't know if I can run to get some more damage in. Let's get close to the rock, so I can circle around, maybe. That's sad that I penetrated the other shot. I didn't penetrate the other shot. I quickly need to close the window a bit. Ah. 183 even dealt 3k, but he was playing really bad. T95, like, come on. Sitting in the back and not doing anything. And the game is crashing again. I play too much, I guess. For long distance, I mean, it's just the same thing. If I know I can penetrate, then I'll not hesitate to use third-person view as well. If I aim in properly, if I don't hit the weak spot, then of course zooming in is better. Or would have been better. Mostly I only use the third-person view if I'm really close to the enemies. Otherwise it gets a bit tricky with the height. Because you want to aim straight at the center of the opponent. I will have to run away. Nope. Okay. All right, I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, he completely wasted himself. Okay. 2.6k damage dealt nonetheless. I did run still, but apparently I needed to run much faster than that and not even go there in the first place. Thing is that I did not have enough backup. And the enemies had 2 mediums. I was alone. Always got to assume that it might be the case that the enemies are just YOLOing straight in. But it looks like we are still winning. Please don't shoot the type, just go for the low hit point tanks, please. Don't be stupid. Shoot the FV, nice. Now shoot the other FVs. Good, we are winning, good. When will CAWXK be rebalanced again? Should be at the end of this month or the next one. I mean, this tournament ends at the end of the month, so it will not be before. But starting next month then, maybe there's going to be an update, like still early end of October or end of September or early October. Let me quickly check the calendar. It should not be throughout this month. Usually updates are on a Wednesday. That you can also keep in mind. I think that's because Wargaming wants to prepare the update and also wants to make sure that they can maybe react if there are technical difficulties. Sometimes then it is a Thursday, but they basically have a week to prepare and just to make sure everything's working. So always Wednesdays, and looking at the calendar, 24th is still the tournament, so they are not going to rebalance everything while the main tournament is going on. That's almost the last stage. The tournament is lasting until the 27th, and then the 1st of October might be the update, or the 8th. I believe it's more likely to be the 1st then. A nice shot asking for Caro. Yeah, next game, sorry. I was fine, just heavy, do not watch map. No. I cannot count on my teammates to do this for me. They cannot watch the map more than I do. My heavies were busy fighting on the other side, on flanking around. That was not ideal, of course, but I need to make sure I stay alive. That's not the responsibility of my teammates. I need to be close to my mates. I don't think he's going to peek again. Really not all that easy to penetrate. Oh shit. Okay. Can we go in over here? Nice. Let's go to support. And I should also shoot the whole re. Would be much better. Let's actually reload too. Any support still? No. Ah. Okay, I got 3 shots. Can kill him and also take this cap. Oh, this doesn't look good. This really doesn't look good. I'm alone. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Do you know if line will be rebalanced? I have absolutely no clue about any of the changes. Maybe there's some leaks out there already. No, there are no leaks. That's usually something that is remaining top secret. And yeah, especially for the big rebalancing. There have been, by the way, SCCs have been asked for some wishes for tanks to be rebalanced. And I don't know if Wargaming did react to them or did implement them, and which one they implemented. Vitaly saying keep moving. I was thinking about it whether to keep moving, but it was the most obvious thing to do, and maybe the enemies were using their brain and cutting off my way. Also, the E6 was in a good position on top of the bridge, so I could not go for him. I would not have been able to kill him. So I thought, you know, maybe the enemies are just rushing to the left side past me, or they are moving into the B cap and I could then clip them. But apparently I did the thing that was most obvious for a bot to do. Just sit in place. Well. But yeah, as you ask about the line, I think there is a good chance of it getting some changes, because it is pretty bad. Wargaming is definitely going to change some of the worst tanks, as well as they're going to change the better tanks. Few of the average tanks they are also going to change, but mostly they are going to be left in place, probably. Hi, Zweitakt. But last time we've also seen every single tank, apart from like 1 or 2 exceptions maybe. Everything has been changed there. Okay. Okay, dude. You think this is smart? Maybe think again. Oh, okay. Still get the shot into me. No. I'm not going to use the reserve shell though. Did I ask for more armor on 268? No, I did not ask for 268. I asked for better accuracy on 263. Anything else? I don't know. What else did I ask for? I don't know anymore. But there were lots of good recommendations. Nice. Maybe the last one? Yep, good. Reserve shell being used. I may look that up actually. I don't think that that would be too secret. At least my own recommendation. What was that? Where was that? There's one information already. Caro will be rebalanced. Oh. That is public already. Ah, yeah, I remember. I was also asking about 183 to have the big gun removed and replaced by a 2-shot autoloader. Was not the most popular. Was not the most popular recommendation among other CCs. We voted for them as well. But yeah, there were so many changes announced, asked for. Some good ones, some pretty bad ones, I don't know, so it would be pointless to go through all of them now. People asking for AP instead of APCR on multiple tanks. We will see. It's not that long after all. And I guess I will be also able to get some early information to talk about it. Although I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be on holidays at the end of this month. Okay. I already thought I aimed too low. I think I was rather lucky to get the shot in still. Oh no, the low rolls. But object 84 will have him. Weird moves by that STB. Nice track. Good. I can get closer again. Carfuffles, thank you. Have a good night. Let's reload the force as well. The DPM is not great on Caro. It's easy to out-trade opponents with, but DPM, mobility, accuracy, not too amazing. I prefer the projector for the mobility and accuracy, mainly. Can I just reload one more? Maybe I can reload one more shot and then use the last two. Yeah. Good. Yeah, you also need to pay a lot of attention to that reserve shot. British light Vickers can be made like 2-shotgun. Any chance? I think it's pretty unlikely, but no idea. I would love a light tank or fast tank with a 2-shotgun. Definitely not the Sheridan. 2 times 500. No, please, no. There's of course the Mura. Projet Murat. Project Murat. That is a 2-shot autoloader, but it's just too slow and not that much fun. I'd like something like the Burasque or so. EBR coming to Blitz. What is EBR again? Is it the real tanks? I have not heard anything about that, so I don't know. Most of the stuff you're asking me is just... Okay. Most of the stuff you're asking me I cannot respond to anyways. Most of it I don't know. I don't know about balance changes. I don't know about shop releases. And even if I knew anything that was not publicly available, I was not allowed to talk about it either. So yeah, keep that in mind when asking. You can only ask for, or I can only tell you what is already leaked. Nice. The gun is kind of decent. That's the only thing that I like about this tank. Good. Is he going to keep aiming for me now? Not anymore. Oh. Okay. He's going to die without my help even. No! Okay, I thought I was closer to the hill. Oh man, I was closer to the hilltop. That's what I thought, so I could get back behind it. Of course, 3 tanks peeking out there. And T100 is also trapped. Nice. Not too close to the enemies now. Wheeled from French from PC version to shotgun also. It would not really make sense, right? 19 kilometers per hour, you're saying. No. Wargaming already said in the past that wheeled tanks are unlikely to make it to Blitz. They also said that Type 5 was never going to come because the maps were too small for that. But for wheeled tanks, they could not be faster than the RU at tier 8, basically. Anything faster than that would be complete nonsense. And even though there are super fast light tanks, like even faster than that just doesn't make much sense. There was always this kind of limit where Wargaming didn't buff any tanks any further. Okay, E50 going in. CAWXK apparently. E50M should also be dead very soon. Okay. Oh. Nice. Now I'm going to turn around. This guy is dead, 50B is dead, and the enemies will be behind us then. There's still some camper, okay. So is it going to be the E100 or the light tank on that cap? It's actually E100. Wow. But where is the light? Oh. Gotta kill him. By the way, land on your sides, land on the track if you don't want to get shot. If you don't want to lose any damage when falling down. Good. Oh, it's alright. 3.6k. The last one's also good in terms of damage at least, although I messed up in the end. I would also like some buff to the Murad. It's currently not having enough damage output and not having the mobility. No armor really. Speaking of nonsense, waiting for people to demand tier 11 just because PC got them. Yeah, I've not looked at the tier 11 of PC. Is it more modern tanks or what are the new ones there? Oh, okay. He's having a good time, I guess. Nice. The XM is there, and we still have a gorilla camping that I've not seen yet. Not sure if I didn't pay attention or if it's on the heavy side. Oh, there he is. Thanks for letting me know. No. Lol. Gotcha. Nice push. Okay, he's falling back. It's pretty good by him, actually. But also good for me, so I can move up a bit more safely. Go, please. Okay, just shot. I'll just have a last shot anyway. So nice. Fire as well. Good one. T11 CBR and artillery. Oh man, artillery, I would hate it. Will I ever win a giveaway? I mean, chances are pretty high if you stick around on this channel to win some giveaway at some point. There is a monthly tier 10 giveaway for 2 tanks, then on every single tournament stream there is a giveaway. And also, yeah, sometimes there's some goodies as well, like I still have a whole bag laying around there from the Gamescom, where I got a lot of stuff from Wargaming that I will also be giving away at the end of this month. So, yeah, I always see that many of the names on the giveaways I've seen many times. Nice. They're not going to have an easy time here. They're losing this one. Sure. Sure! Well, at least the second one bounced. He just pens me? Let's aim properly. And also I can move forwards. Yeah, good. Let's attack. You're kidding me. I'm already onto it. But I got to reload my goddamn clip. Oh, he's escaping to the rear. Take that. 3.6k again. But the game's over. I could have done more if I penetrated the patch shit earlier. They all have their own special ability. The near tier 11, they are based only on concepts. Oh, they are just fictional. But do they play together with the tier 10s, or are they separate from that, basically like a game mode? I could imagine that much more than them playing together. Okay, let's just go for a standard first spot in the middle and then see. I mean, it's really nice for me to be able to put out multiple shots in a row. Maybe he's crossing. Oh. Did not intend on blocking my mate. He's still crossing. Risky what I'm doing. Okay. Just try to use the rock to hide from the spawn, which is where they are often campers. Nice Sheridan's out. That's the tank I was most afraid of. Okay, dude. Where is the enemy CAWXK? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Looks like I'm good. I'll also be able to reload and put out another clip. At least one. Okay. Oh, that's good. I want another clip still. Nice. No play together like the rest. They are following the trajectory as well. Oh, sure. By the way, a nice shot, as you were asking about Caro earlier, and comparing that projectile for the Caro. Be a bit more careful, a bit more passive when it comes to aiming the shots, and also you don't have the DPM to get as aggressive. At the same time, you can play a little bit better hard down, but only if you have the high ground. You have a bit more armor, you can out-trade enemies a bit more easily. Okay, I was still playing something else, maybe. What do I feel like? 30B? I just had an idea, I never forgot about it. I was playing Caro, Progetto. Let's go for Batshit. But also I want to come to an end. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, let's just... Do I even spot? I'll not have the best tank for spotting the middle. But still, I'm going for it. Maybe track, yes. Okay. Opt for last one, but that's fine. Oh nice, no spore liner. Maybe. Yes. Sneaky angle. Oh no, I should not peek like this. Oh, we lost so many tanks already. Any chance still? Oh. Also getting spotted. It's not good. Sheridan is in a horrible position. Ah, no. Good. Ah, come on. T22 also not being helpful either. just writing on the chat, but what was he doing? He was hiding in a position that's actually good, but at the same time, it would have been so nice if he helped me just break out somewhere. He was just applying for his own damage, basically. The rest of the team also just falling apart. Can I play IS-8? Oh. Not my favorite tank. I might just play for a game. Okay, I'm not going to downvote him. IS-8. Been a long time. And not an easy tank. That's actually been my first tier 9, and it was a pain. Yeah, I needed 400, 500 games to grind it back then. Free to play, no boosters, no premium time, no... I don't know, nothing free existed there. Only X2 times 2 that you could get daily. No times 5 either. Does T22 more helpful with heavy tanks? What do you mean by that? Like T22 good against heavy tanks? Or is it good to go against heavy tanks with it? It's still a medium tank. That should obviously mostly play against mediums. It doesn't have the hit points of a heavy. But it's one of the few mediums that can still fight quite decently against heavies. Okay. So tungsten rounds and adrenaline both at the same time for maximum DPM. I want to be able to kill him quickly. I will shoot his rear because I want to set him on fire if possible. Hit the fuel tank, but no fire unfortunately. Nice. Oh, he's just penetrating me. Yeah, the armor of the IS-8 is really not that great. Main strength is mobility and an accurate gun. And also TPM is pretty good, I think. No. Okay. Let's get a better position. Oh, sure. What? But now. Okay, we definitely need some kills. Good. I think we can win this. Yeah. Ice 8's also dead. Okay, nice. Hi Maurice. Yo. Like T22, Vital is saying medium, yes, but can play against heavies or with heavies on heavy side. Or better say with lights and mediums. You should play it like a medium and play for med side. Mainly. Sometimes, yes, you can also go up against the mediums. Against the heavies. Because you can reserve a reverse side scrape and you hull down, you are invincible basically. But heavies can just push you and they have a lot more hit points. Like look at the hit points of this tank. It has 1850 with enhanced armor. A heavy tank has 600, 800 more. They can simply move into you and kill you quickly. Doesn't matter that you have better DPM then. You need to make use of your gun. Okay. I'm not going to fight a cupola duel with a light with the T22. Oh, that was still heat. Wrong ammo. I guess we have to go in here. Good. Let's try to hide from the ones behind me. If small possible. And I want to go forwards as well. Gun block. Oh no. That's not getting us to win this. We need to kill the light. Or I need to kill him. Don't tell me the freaking Leo is getting to shoot me. The light is doing a good job, but my teammates are absolutely horrible. Like, what the hell, man? They are completely in the middle, allowing the enemies to farm them down. Ah, I'm a wreck, of course. What the fuck was this team? Like, all standing there. And we just didn't have any positions. We did only move into the middle. We needed the left side. We needed to win there. But people were just standing there. Man. Like, come on. You cannot stay on C and allow the enemies to shoot you from the right and the left. Just need to go in there. We had the tank advantage, we had the opportunity to kill the IS-4 and the T-22. Both of them were very isolated. I was playing the worst tank for pushing in that specific situation. But I just had to basically... Also very bad lineup. Lots of mediums, but okay. GG. Can we please go kill him? Guys. Guys, can somebody please take a shot from the E3 and go? You cannot just all sit here, like, seriously. It would be so much better to go for the E3 instead and not for the E5 type. Okay. Gosh, these guys are dumb. Okay, I need to back off. Actually, I will go back even further. Vickers and Lion are really bad players. They would rather... I mean, we were 3-on-1 against an E3 and they did not want to go in. They're just going to die. Let's just sit here, wait for enemies to do a move. That's something. Nice. Good. Last one. Good. No. Okay. Okay. Not that amazing. But I think we're also getting into late night teams and I'm getting too tired to play. I was pretty tired all stream anyways. Guys and girls, I'll be out for today. I'll be back tomorrow and stream some more 20 games for you. So, if you haven't liked the stream yet, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new still. Tomorrow there will also be another giveaway and I hope to see you back there. Also for the tournament games. By that, I want to say good night. Have a good one. Good luck on the battlefield. See you tomorrow.